So rumor mongerer, I don't really know how else to phrase it. Emily Rogers has come out and stated that we are going to see Smash Bros. Landing on Nintendo Switch this year. Now she does note she doesn't know enough information about Super Smash Bros. For Switch to determine if they're going to call it like a definitive edition, if it's going to be a brand new game, a half port, or whatever the case may be. But she did give one little nugget on it besides the fact that it will be announced and released later this year. She said that it does include Wii U and 3DS content as well as new content. And that's where it kind of gets confusing because it could just be a port with new content, so a definitive edition with some additional stuff, or it could be a brand new Smash Bros. Game that happens to be bringing in the Wii U and 3DS content as well. We don't know. But the reason we're giving this any sort of credence is because, for those who have been following the channel for a while, Emily Rogers is actually one of the rumor mongers out there that we trust the most. And maybe that's a bad way to phrase what she is. Maybe you want to call her an industry insider if that's what you prefer. But Emily Rogers was behind a lot of the Switch rumors leading up to before Switch was even announced, and then leading into, obviously, last year and some of the games that came out, and she was correct on a lot of it. Now, not literally everything she stated heading into Switch and beyond has been correct. She has gotten things wrong in the past, and I'm not going to pretend that anyone is perfect. We get reports wrong as well. We get facts mixed up at times. But she has been more right than not when it comes to her sources on Nintendo Switch and Switch games. So she clearly has some sort of contact somewhere that knows something. And obviously with the industry always changing, even when she gets things wrong, did she really get it wrong, or did the decisions inside Nintendo change? Who knows? All I know is when she says something, I pay attention. And if I'm paying attention, I feel like you guys should pay attention too. So there was a thread on Reset Era where she left the comment where people were speculating about Smash Bros. And she left the comment specifically saying that. Like, it's coming this year. It's getting announced. Wouldn't be surprised if it's being announced at E3, like an E3 announcement releasing later this year. I'm really, really excited about this. Now, it does temper my expectations a little bit on potentially getting Pokemon this year, because if it's being announced at E3, Smash Bros. Might be like their holiday title, but maybe it's not going to be their holiday title. Maybe they're going to drop it in like October and then bring out Pokemon in November. I don't know. That's speculation we can get into later after the game is announced, because I don't think I'm really, putting a shot out in the dark there to say Super Smash Bros. Is coming to Switch eventually. It's one of Nintendo's most popular IPs. The question is always, is it going to be a port, or is it going to be a sequel, or is it going to somehow be this mishmash of both? I don't know. But I am pumped that we finally have somebody who, with a little bit of clout, saying that, hey, look, it's coming this year. Like, I did not expect Smash Bros. This year. I figured Smash Bros. Was going to end up being a 2019 title. But, that also it could bode well for the second half of this year, because the first half, it's been a little slow so far. I think we can all agree the first couple months here have been a little bit slow, even with Payday 2 coming out, soon. That, again, there's now, like, reports that that's kind of, like, not the greatest port in the world, and it's behind by several versions. And yes, we have Kirby coming out next month, and some great games coming. Nintendo Labo in April. That's going to be really, really exciting. But again, for people who bought it for Mario and Mario plus Rabbids and Splatoon and Skyrim and all that stuff, we're kind of sitting here on hot coals waiting to not get burned, right? What's gonna make us continue the momentum to want to buy games this year? And I think a lot of us are kind of waiting for the Pokemons of the world, waiting for the Metroids, waiting for the Smash Bros, and waiting even for the Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and big third-party games actually coming day and date would be very, very nice. So I am excited that Smash Bros looks like it could be landing this year. It's definitely going to help maintain momentum in year 2 of Switch. Remember, we are not technically at year 2 yet, because the 1-year anniversary of Nintendo Switch coming out is March 3rd, so we haven't even hit a full 12 months. We're getting close. We're getting close, but we're not there yet. So I am excited by this. And what I want to know, obviously, is what do you want Super Smash Bros. On Switch to be? What Wii U and 3DS content do you specifically want? Do you want all of the characters? Are there additional characters you want on the roster? Are there characters that are on the Wii U/3DS roster that you want eliminated? Are there stages you want gone? Do you want them to add a single-player campaign in there, like they used to have with the Subspace Emissary? Do you hope that Sakurai is working on this? Or do you trust someone like Bandai Namco to potentially handle everything about this game now moving forward? I am very, very curious. There's a lot of branches we could take off here. All I know is, as long as they keep including Toon Link, as long as they keep including Pikachu, and as long as the control scheme stays roughly around the same that it's pretty much always been, I'm going to be pretty happy because I like Smash Bros. As it is. I thought Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS might be the best Smash Bros. Game. I know some people out there are still going to argue for Melee, some will argue for Brawl, some might argue for the original. All I know is I really, really loved it on Wii U, I really, really loved it on 3DS, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Switch. And it's nice that I don't have to buy two versions like I had to do last generation. I guess it's last generation. I mean, 3DS is still this generation. I don't know. Switch just muddled the waters with this generation thing. Anyways, folks, I am Nathaniel Rumbledance from Nintendo Prime. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. And if you like this video, you know what to do. And if you dislike the video, hit that dislike button. Subscribe for more content. And as always, folks, I will catch you in the next one.